Welcome everybody to another episode of Beyond the Ink with me, your host, Matt Valdez. Today, we have a very special guest by the name of Chris Fritz.
What up, y'all?
We are going to be adding more to his sleeve that we've been working on and kind of talk about his interesting life. Like it's been, you meet a few people that are like, I like your story. Like you got a good story. So we've got Greek mythology, a little bit of this. Today we're working on Athena and then adding some more kind of like fill-in work and everything. So without further ado, let's take a trip. Follow along because here we go again with another episode of Beyond the Ink. So, my friend, how are you, man?
Living, dude. Excited.
Yeah? Good. I'm glad to have you on the show. It's it's not much of a huge show, but
it's been a long time coming, dude. We've been talking about this since
we have
since like the first time you worked on me. To be honest with you,
I think, yeah, honestly, that's probably when we started talking about it. What's crazy is because it always happens whenever you start to work on somebody, you get to figure out their life story and you start thinking, oh, all right, this guy's got a pretty cool story. And what trips me out is how how young you are, right? 22 can be 23.
No, 23 being 24.
I mean, 23 going to be 24.
Yeah.
So I got the grace. That's where that comes into play. It's not his fault, folks. That was me. So, 23 going on 24.
Yeah.
As Blink 182 would say, nobody likes you when you're 23.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting age because...
What a valid statement, dude.
I mean, it's just, 23 is that weird, just a weird time in your life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree. Nobody likes you when you're 23. They were onto something, but
yeah.
I digress. So tell us about yourself, Chris Fritz.
Yeah, man. Born and raised in Phoenix. Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
Born and raised here. Have a great mom, great dad. Have a brother, 12 years old. But yeah, man, grew up just like, not like every other kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Played hockey, which is kind of out of the ordinary here, I guess.
That's what that was one of the big topics we were going to hit on too, because I know it's kind of crazy I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I tend to do that. I really do apologize. It's because like my ADHD, my brain goes like, hey, you need to talk about that. And then I end up...
We're everywhere. Hey.
But tangents, we reel it back. We always start one place and we'll end up... By the time we're done with this whole segment and everything,
I feel like without the cameras going, that's how our conversations go anyways. So.
Yeah. Anybody that's been tattooed by me knows.
It's
pretty much how that goes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But what I was saying was, we were talking about your hockey experience, and you've been playing for how long?
Entire life, man. Like, I think I was on skates when I was 3, like kind of learning, and then I think I finally played like on an actual team when I was probably 5 or 6.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you have been playing for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who was your influence, or like who made you start, or not made you just, get on that ice?
Yeah. No, so I had my uncles and my cousins played. So they played inline hockey, which is basically it's hockey on wheels. The rules are just a little different.
Sure.
So I wasn't able to play ice hockey until I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of transitioned into doing that full time. Just it's expensive, man. It's just a very expensive sport, and
so is drugs and
yeah,
gotta keep you off the streets somehow. Just saying.
No, I fortunately I've had people that taught me not to. I mean, like, you know, like just examples.
For sure.
Know, like,
Good
yeah.
role models to say, don't get tattooed at an early age, but yet here we are.
Yeah, exactly. No. But no, man, I just had a family that grew up around it, and I mean, there's house videos of me in my walker running around, like, just with a hockey puck, and like I'd have toys on the walkers, because the walkers have like the trays and stuff. I'd send those toys flying, and then there'd just be a puck just sitting right in front of me.
That's funny.
So that's kind of, yeah, just fell in love with it, man.
Kind of how that went.
Yeah.
And then what position do you play?
Forward. So there's like, I guess there's 3 positions at forward. So it's center, left wing, and right wing. So I played center most of the time. Fortunate to have a pretty big body. So a lot of the times.
I was gonna say, I mean, you can't see, but the dude's got like a 7-foot fucking wingspan. I mean,
yeah,
he's a tall kid. He's not
blessed with height. I have short parents too, which is really bizarre.
That's funny.
Like my mom's dad, I think was like 6'4".
That's short myself.
He was like 6'4". He was a bigger guy. I never was able to meet him, unfortunately. But
you're who?
My mom's dad. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But like my dad's like 5'5". My mom's 5'4".
Your dad's 5'5"?
Yeah, he's I hate using the SH word because he doesn't like it, but he's vertically challenged. Yeah, he's vertically challenged, exactly, yeah.
We know some folks like that.
Shout out the boy Zachy Swinmore.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I didn't, but it's okay.
I'll throw him under the bus for it.
We love you, man. It's cool.
We love you, man, for sure.
Which is cool. So, I mean, you've been playing forever.
Yeah.
And now you coach.
I do. Yeah.
Who do you coach with?
So I coach for the youth program that I actually grew up playing for, Mission, Arizona.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're based out of AZ Ice Peoria, which is 83rd and Bell. Yeah, man. I coach the 18 and under team, which is a little weird because we're still like close enough in age to where it's like
they respect you, but they don't.
Yeah, it's a really weird kind of dynamic and I mean, I think as we kind of go along, I think that kind of grows. And then I coach 8 and under too. So
that's got to be cool. I mean, you talk about coming full circle. Like, you started there, now you're actually coaching there.
Yeah.
What else do you do for them? I mean, I know you work there.
Yeah.
Is it solely just to coach, or is it just like...
So I'm the operations manager at the rink. So basically, we use Zambonis to clean the ice and stuff like that. Nice. So I'm kind of responsible for making sure we obviously have Zamboni drivers in the building.
Do you drive the Zamboni?
I do.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That was a very elongated book.
Yeah. Sorry. Dude, I learned when I was I think 18, because that was like when I was allowed to actually learn how to drive and stuff. Yeah, so, but
now I've heard I've heard they're kind of a pain in the ass. They're kind of not all that's cracked up to be. Is that true, or is that just a stupid rumor?
I mean, that might just be someone that's never driven one before.
Oh, okay.
They're easy, man.
And are they awesome to drive, or are they just like, here, I want a Zamboni?
It's just like, I mean, for me it's different because I've been doing it for so long. It'd be no different than me driving my car. You know, like that's just like, I've just been doing it for so long. Like, it's very natural to me, and but for I mean, again, someone that's learning, it can be a little complicated because you have controls and
So if it was like me, I'd be going round and around.
I mean, we'd have to evacuate the building for sure.
That would be funny. I would want to come down to what did you say, AZ Ice or
AZ Ice Peoria, on 83rd and Bell Road.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man.
In fact, you just saw one of my other clients there, Dana, Miss figure skater, extraordinaire, and that's how small this world is. Like, it's such a small world, because they were staring at each other like, hey, I know you, and she's like, yeah, I know you. and the common denominator, this guy.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny. But yeah, she used to be a competitive figure skater.
Yeah, her coach is one of the managers at the
No
facility.
way.
Yeah, so like I see her every day.
Small world, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Like, you know, to have a common person that you know. Me.
Yeah.
I'm that common person, so yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate, but okay, cool. So you've worked there for how long?
On and off for, oh my gosh. I mean, it was literally my first job. I think I got my first job when I was 17.
Oh, wow.
So, I kind of got into the workforce maybe a little bit later than some, I guess. But
yeah, which is fine.
yeah, I think, you know, I've been able to kind of figure it out. But yeah, on and off for about, since then, so it was 6 years, we'll say.
Nice.
I was fortunate enough to go out of state and play hockey in Hudson, New Hampshire, and Helena, Montana. So obviously I stepped away, but every time I'm able to come home, or you know, obviously moving back from Tucson, bear down, go Cats. You know, I've been able to kind of secure a job there, and this
Nice.
last time was able to get a pretty nice position with a little bit of a pay raise. So it's been good.
I mean, you kind of have to have a pay raise to afford me. Just kidding, him. I'm decently priced, I'd say, after all these years.
Dude, honestly though, like legit, like I think people, and again, like I got one tattoo in Tucson, and like in hindsight, man, like I just, the amount that these people charge,
Oh, yeah.
some of them, it's insanity.
It is.
Like it is crazy to me.
It's pretty ridiculous. You know, I personally, and I've said this before, that if I didn't have to charge, you know, or anything, I wouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
I even have, I don't know if I ever told you, I have a business plan that if I ever came into like a lot of money or something, you know, I would tattoo for free.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I would call now don't steal this, because I'm just saying, I have a whole business plan. It's just pretty crazy. I would call it just a tip, and I would hire people to come in and tattoo for free. I'd pay them a salary, but the clients would just tip, and that's it. So that's all you're responsible for. It doesn't matter if you're getting a full sleeve, whatever you feel that you want to tip, cool, tip your artist, but he's going to be making a salary as well. I love tattooing, so
Yeah.
it's just something that I would totally do. You know, again, I would do it for free if we didn't have such a crazy economy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I would probably.
Yeah. Dude, politics, no thanks.
Oh, no, thank you. We won't be talking about that. But
We're gonna get canceled.
yeah, I don't want to get canceled. I'm just starting off again. You know, COVID went and jacked this thing up, but luckily got back on the old horse and got some good clients, some really nice clients.
That's the one thing that is so comforting, is like, I don't know, like some people, some tattoo people, like I don't know, like they just seem like, you go in and their energy is super low and they're just like, kind of like, what do you want, you know? But like, you're actually excited, man. Like, I love bouncing ideas off you, because it's
for
like,
sure.
you're just stoked, and like, fuck yeah, dude, that's sick, you know, or like
I
whatever.
genuinely like I love what I do. Genuinely love what I do, and I genuinely, hard word to fucking say. I mean, I speak English, but
Hi, I'm Matt Valdez, and I
hi,
speak
I'm Matt
English.
Valdez, and I speak English. But I genuinely, one more time, do it again. Genuinely like my clients. I like their ideas. I love the fact that you're, as cliche as it sounds, you're letting me tattoo you for life, and you know, you're wearing my artwork. So
Yeah.
I mean, as cliche as it sounds, and some people are like, "Oh, that's so cool." No, I really do. It's something that I like to do, something I enjoy doing, and something I respect.
We're not fucking soft in here.
Nah,
No, I'm just kidding.
we do shit. Like, I'm not even using anesthetic on this guy.
No.
Just doing it, just going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, tangent, I digress. So, hockey, man, we were talking about that not too long ago. In fact, it was just really recent. You can get injured and or
Unfortunately,
the high point of that, not high point, sorry, the ultimate low.
yeah.
But it was weird. What was his name? The player?
Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson.
Yeah.
He just lost his life.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Man. It's
Super sad.
crazy.
And we were just talking about the day before, right?
Yeah.
How you sharpen your
Mhm.
skates, you know, and how they're really sharp. That what?
Yeah, like I mean, granted, it's obviously not to the severity of Adam
Well, of course.
and whatever, but
Yeah.
I remember it was probably my first year of 18U, and I hit a kid, and he kind of like his feet went up,
Yeah.
and kind of. I felt his skate hit me. I didn't think anything of it, and I get off the ice and I have blood on my socks that I wear over my shin protection, and
Yeah.
he cut through my sock, my jock. I wore leggings under my stuff,
yeah.
like cut all through all that and left like I still have the scar on there.
Yeah. It's a nice gash right there.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's just such a freak accident, man, and it for those who haven't watched the video, I don't suggest it, man, but
No.
it's for people that have played hockey and things like that, like it's just like it kind of like choked me up when I first watched this. I'm like, dude, like he's just out there playing the game he loves and like literally like
Yeah.
in an instant, like it was over, you know. It
And
was
it-
just
I did watch the video, not because I was just curious. Like,
yeah.
you know, people were saying, "Oh man, this is crazy." You know, this was what happened, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't think much of it as far as it being like as graphic or as
Yeah.
but it did. It happened so quickly,
Yeah.
and the skate just and just hit him, and it just looked like he got hit.
It looked like, yeah, like
that's all it
I
looked
think
like.
people, and like even online, you know, obviously extremely tragic, and obviously I hope there's some more, I guess, initiative for the protection of not only pro players but young players too.
Okay.
Implementing more like neck protection and wrist protection, very vulnerable areas on your body that are not really protected with the gear that you wear.
Yeah.
So I really hope there's some more, I guess, I wouldn't say urgency, but just a little more initiative to like implement that.
I mean, just getting hit in the leg, right? You
Yeah.
got hit in the leg. If you got hit any higher, you get your femoral artery right there. You've got, you know, vitals that,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, it's, yeah, you need your skates to be sharp.
Yeah.
That's a given,
Yeah.
right? But, yeah, I mean, some kind of protection would be kind of a...
I mean, and I'm not saying it's gonna like, you know, it's not gonna. I don't know actually. You know, like I don't know how big of a difference a neck guard makes. You know, I
Yeah.
really don't. I wore one. It was a requirement in the league that we played in. I wore one.
Mhm.
Fortunately, it was not really. I wasn't in a position that it was like necessarily being put to use. But again, man, like just something, you know, like just having something around your neck there just to protect you.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it's huge.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down a little bit.
No,
That
man.
whole- which is tragic. It sucked.
Yeah.
So, as far as let's talk about some fun stuff. Like, how many fights have you got into?
Not too many.
Like, I know that's what people are. Did he fight anybody?
Yeah.
Kick everyone's ass? All right.
No, it's very. No, man. Looking back, I wish I gotten more.
Really?
Yeah.
But then
Well,
you
I
have,
mean, like I
less
never.
teeth.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You know, I'm very fortunate. I haven't lost any teeth. I've got a couple scars and whatever. I've never been in. I mean, I've been in fights in practice. You know, but I get that's not really like the same. You know.
How does a practice fight go down? Like,
I think I mean, the way we practiced was it was game situational. Like, I think, like, we got put into situations where it was like, you know, we were forced to be physical, and emotions get high, and it's a bunch of 18-year-old kids that are full of testosterone and want to compete, and things escalated to a point where we just needed to take our gloves and helmet off and throw a couple, and then we move on.
And you guys are fine.
Yep, pretty much.
You're good.
That's how it goes. That's the beautiful thing about hockey, right? It's like, how many sports can you just beat the shit out of someone and they go sit in the box
And
for
then
5
be like,
minutes?
well, I said, yeah.
Yeah.
No, serious, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be, that, you know, okay. I'm not a huge advocate for violence, but I am a big advocate for violence. Like, I think a lot of problems would be saying, I know, unpopular opinion, whatever, but I think a lot of problems would be solved with violence.
I don't disagree with
Some
it.
good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Like, just let it, I mean, like, geez, man.
let it play out.
Now we have Twitter wars.
Yeah,
You have keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors. Or like a buddy of mine who was driving, and some dude was all up on his butt, you know, and so he passes him, and then the guy starts trying to go past him again, or he passes him, and then he starts brake checking him,
Yeah.
and just being dumb, you know, and that's stupid, right?
Yeah.
So he flips him off. Now, a friend of mine, he's a combat veteran, you know,
Yeah.
and he's a bad motherfucker. He's killed some people. Legit, you know, and so
Yeah.
he's the nicest guy in the world. Probably because he's killed some people. But
what a like, talk about putting your shit on the table, right? Like, could you, like, did he tell the guy, like, I literally have fucking...
What was funny was the guy is like brake checking him and being stupid, flipping him off, right? And they end up going to the same store. What are the chances?
My God.
Right? So now, guy's got his opportunity, you know, he's like talking all this shit, and they're at the same fucking store. And the guy nets up, doesn't say nothing, just walks, doesn't say nothing about him, you know, because my buddy, when the guy flipped him off, he was able to get close enough, and he blew him a kiss. And I said, that's awesome, you should have just kept doing that, like just follow him around, you know, the store, and just, hi, how are you? Hey, you came to the same place I did, you know, but...
Yeah, like, you want to talk that shit now, or...
Yeah, because that's the thing, is there's a lot of people that aren't held accountable for their actions, and I think that's the biggest problem right now, or one of the biggest problems.
Yeah.
And don't cancel me, it's just my opinion. Subscribe below, hit that like button.
Smash the like button.
Smash it. And I think, you know, back in my day, when I was young, we solved a lot of stuff with just punching each other in the face, and became really good friends, which was really funny.
Yeah.
Some of my best friends, you know, we beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And then we just became really good friends. So like,
that's how you strengthen relationships, man.
I think so.
I believe it, man. I really do. I'm a believer in it. I mean,
not
of violence,
sex, relationships. You're like,
yeah, dude. No, like, dude, like, I think it's just for two men or two women or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes the
gloves need
you know, you just need to do your thing, man. You know.
Yeah. And you're a big fight fan, if you will.
I love it. Oh my God.
So that's, you know, share a lot in common about that.
Oh yeah.
So that's always a good thing.
So, road rage story. This is a little more recent. My mom is gonna love this.
Sorry, Mom. This is what happens.
So my mom and I went out to dinner one night, and we're driving back, and at the time I didn't know if it was a male or female, but they're, you know, riding bumper or fender to bumper with me.
Yeah.
And I'm going like 5-10 over, so it's like I'm not going any quicker than where I'm going right now, and I can't move out of the way. It's a single lane road. So my mom is she is the first to admit it. She is the queen of road rage. I mean, talk about someone that gets fired up. Yeah. She is a treat to be in the car with sometimes.
I know someone like that. I believe we're married.
But I brake checked her once, and my mom's like, okay, like, that's enough, whatever. So we start going down the road. We get to a stop sign. The lady's still behind. Well, it was a lady, come to find out. But they're still behind me. And we get to the stop sign, and I go. And my mom goes, do it again. And now she's just egging me
Now
on.
mom's into it.
Yeah. And we go down this road. We finally get to the stop sign. And I roll down my window, and I just black out. Like, I just start fucking losing my mind. Losing my mind.
Yeah.
And come to find out, like, in the moment, obviously,
Yeah.
it's a fucking mom, and I just see her kid poking her head out the back seat.
Oh, no.
And I felt, in the moment, I didn't care, but looking back, I'm like, dude, like, that poor kid, like,
Trauma.
oh my god, I was just saying, and my mom's sitting there, and she's just kind of letting it happen, and finally, I'm like, fuck it, like, I need something here. I need something to fucking chuck at this lady, dude.
Yeah.
Like, she's just being an absolute bitch at this point.
Yeah.
Because she's just sitting there smiling, which just fired me up even more. Which is, I mean, good on her, you know?
Yeah.
And I grabbed I had a water bottle in my car, and I made eye contact with the water bottle, and my mom immediately knew. And she goes, and she doesn't call me Christopher very often.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only when I'm, like, going to be in trouble. She goes,
Yeah,
Christopher, oh my god, no, please. And I fucking snatched that water bottle so fast, and I drilled this lady. Like, I drilled the car, but her window was open, and I was trying to fucking hit her.
Chuck it in there.
Yeah, but I drilled
man.
her car, and and you know, I cooled down, and we were just hysterical laughing. So
Mom's like, hey, see you
yeah, I have the coolest mom in the world.
You want some peach cobbler?
Yeah, she just lets me go, man. My mom, God bless her, because she is, dude, for how short my fuse can be.
Yeah.
She's seen me fucking snap a few times, and she's just kind of like,
He's like, I got it from my mom. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Mom's pretty out there.
yeah, she God bless her, man. She's
I mean,
incredible.
Again, I do live with a woman who road rages a lot, and I always tell her, I go, dude, we're in an open concealed carry, constitutional carry state. You're gonna get shot. But no, and it's funny because when we're driving,
Yeah.
you know, and somebody does something stupid, I drive like a grandpa. Legit, I'm a grandpa.
Yeah.
And I'm always armed. So that's the thing. You can't be, stupid. This one will go,
Oh, dude.
throw up my hands. What are you going to do? I'm like, what are you going to do? I'm the one that's going to end up fighting. Like,
Yeah.
okay, and
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
care, but at the same time, it's just funny. But
Yeah.
I do got to say, there was one night, we were coming up to 303, and
The worst freeway in
I
fucking
know,
Arizona, by
right?
the way.
so 2 lanes. This was before they actually started widening the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're coming back from dinner. She's in the passenger side. I'm obviously driving to it. And and this car, I mean, it's just us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just me and this car. 2 lanes, nobody. And he gets in front of me and then just brake checks me. I'm like, what the fuck? But it wasn't like an aggressive brake check. It was like,
Yeah, yeah.
So my, immediate response was, oh, it's someone I know. Probably one of my clients. So I'm thinking, small world. We discussed that. You've seen Dana. Dana's been on here. You could actually watch Dana's episode, Jack and Jill. It was on there too. But so I'm figuring, okay, it's probably somebody I know. So
Yeah.
I go around. No big deal.
Yeah.
Guy takes off, gets in front of me again.
Yeah.
Brake checks me again. And I'm like, what the flying fuck,
Yeah.
So I am just kind of like, okay, like, I don't know this person. So I get over to the slow lane. No big deal. Like,
Yeah.
handle your, do your thing. Whatever gets your rocks up, I don't care. But I become very defensive. Well, protective, I should say. Whenever
Yeah.
my wife gets scared,
Yeah.
I become a little
Like
more,
you get into a different zone.
yeah, like I become a little. So, and then also, you don't know what people are going to do these days and just do stupid shit. And
Yeah.
so, I carry. I've got my concealed carry permit. I've got all the necessary things that I need to do. And but anyway, we're driving. So the guy comes back around, and I get in the fast lane, and I'm like, okay. He slows down to the point of like, almost like he can do something if, like, I don't know if he's gonna shoot into my car, hit my wife or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have to say, she did one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen, right? So I put my gun on my lap, you know, just kind of like just in case, you know, and I pulled up next to the guy. He rolls his window down, right? So I roll my window down because I don't know who he is. So I'm like, just like, what's up, dude? Like, what's your problem? And she does the coolest thing in the world without me even asking her to do this. She gets pulls the seat back, looks at the guy, and puts the seat all the way back. So now he just sees me, and he fucking gunned it. He was gone. He did not want anything to do with what he saw. Because once she looked at him and goes, all the way down, puts the seat all the way.
Oh, he like kind of like.
Oh, he fucking knew, dude. Like, it was that unspoken, oh shit.
Yeah.
And he, boom, just took off. And I was like, babe, that was probably the sexiest thing ever. I was so proud and fired up at the same time.
Don't be that fucking guy.
Don't be that guy. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna be that girl,
Yeah. Shout out to you.
good job, babe.
Yeah.
That was a good moment for.
You are the woman.
Yes.
You can't say you're the man.
No.
You
but,
are the woman.
Yes. And I was just like, that was cool because I mean, in the event like something were to go down and I would have to,
Yeah.
you know, defend ourselves or whatever. Yeah, she wouldn't be in. And the thing about it though was funny because we always go through these like scenarios where we're like, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? And we had talked about that, but it was like years ago.
Yeah.
The fact that she still did it was like she knew. She was like, okay, well, fuck this. I don't want to get shot. You know, boop, all the way back. Anyway, probably
it's like Tyrese in Fast. I don't know which Fast and Furious it was.
Was it
Those eject those CO
Oh,
guys.
eject those CO guys. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, that's funny. So you're a road rager. Don't be a road rager.
I'm definitely working on kind of cooling down a little bit. But
That's why you're here. This is therapy. We're in a good session.
yeah.
We're in a good place.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good. This is a safe place.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I have my most honest conversations here.
I do believe that actually, because under the needle is one of these things that people can just say and talk about everything, and again, it's just you do.
Yeah.
Like main reason why I started Beyond the Ink was because I heard so many cool stories,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I gotta share these with people, but I don't want to just tell their story. I want them to tell their story.
Yeah.
And so yeah, here we are telling them more stories.
Yeah, dude.
So you got a little brother, right? Let's talk
I
about
do.
family here for a minute.
Yeah.
And he's what? He's
12.
12.
Yeah.
So he's just coming into that whole puberty kind of. You said what? He has a girlfriend now. Sorry, we're talking about
Yeah, let's tee off on my boy Dominic.
Dominic.
No,
That's cool.
yeah,
Good name. I got my son's name is Dominic.
He does have a girlfriend. I haven't met her yet.
Really?
But I hear nothing but great things about her from
That's
him.
cool.
So
he's all in love.
yeah, I mean,
for the
guess,
most part.
Yeah, at that age, I guess.
Yeah, that kind of love. Because what grade is he in?
7th.
7th grade.
God damn, dude.
Time is our enemy, man. I've said this for years, but
That's crazy.
so are you a good big brother, or are you kind of a shithead sometimes?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job as a big brother if I
good.
wasn't a shithead sometimes. You know, like
Yeah,
I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to.
You're all, sorry, buddy. I have to
Yeah.
haze you now and then. And
Yeah, but no, dude, he's a great kid, dude. He's gonna do great things someday. I
That's
just
awesome.
I just hope he keeps his shit on track. That's my biggest thing.
Well, I think as an older brother. Now, personally, I've never had an older brother to guide me into the right direction. So I just didn't follow that dude.
Yeah.
Or those dudes, I should say.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. That's your job, dude. That's your role to keep an eye on that little guy.
Yeah. No, I feel like I do. I feel like I do the best I can because I think a lot of just life in general and growing up is kind of going through things, maybe like just going through shit by yourself, kind of, you know, and like really finding yourself.
Yeah.
So not necessarily, I don't want to like leave him out to dry, and you know, obviously I want to teach, but also like I want him to experience and learn and find
his way.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, like if he fucks up, you know, I don't want to not necessarily like certain things. Like obviously you want to prevent it, but like little shit. Like I want him to fuck up. You know, I want him to make mistakes. I want him to do that so he learns. You know.
It's one of those things. It's as a father, or you want your kids to make mistakes and you want them to understand it, but you don't want them to make huge mistakes. So, I mean, as an older brother, I would assume that's the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, him and I, and, you know, I think him and I have a little bit of a different relationship than other siblings. I think just one, our age gap is a little unique.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of, you know, when he was a baby, I was, you know, kind of going through that puberty stage, and now that I'm an adult and, you know, things like that, I get to watch him kind of go through it.
Yeah.
And like we just kind of had two completely different like phases of like just growing up, though, you know.
Yeah.
Like he came into the world when we were kind of transitioning to a very different time, you know.
Yeah.
Like you know, social media and you know, video games were becoming a little more dominant in society, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was a kid, I'd go outside and ride my bike, you know. I feel like I was with a lot of kids. Now it's, you know, you play video games all day and things like that. Not saying that I didn't do that, obviously, but
just didn't do a lot of it.
I mean, I had my moments for sure. You go through phases and things like that, but I definitely like was outside with my friends.
What was your video game of choice?
Any sport game, man.
Oh, okay.
I am a huge sports fan.
So you were the EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports, man. Yeah, NHL, Madden.
Right on.
Yeah, those kind of games. Call of Duty too.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big one right now.
Your son is pure entertainment to play with.
Yes, he is.
Evan, my boy. The boy Evan.
Yes, he's a very colorful kid when he's playing video games.
Oh, colorful.
Colorful's a good descriptive word for the...
I thought I got angry when I played video games, and then I played with Ev, and I was like, dude, holy shit, man. Like,
yeah. He reminds me of Lex Grossman, or, Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Where he was like, I will fuck you up! And that's basically my son over the video games.
In my fucking ears, too.
Yeah, in your headset,
he's like, I'm like trying to listen.
Forgetting that other people are...
Oh my gosh.
They're still there.
Yeah, he's gone just ballistic a few times. We're just like, oh my god.
I know. All my sons have. They're all gamers.
Yeah.
They all play, and they all play along with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got one son who lives in California, my son Dominic, and then Jacob and Matthew and Evan. They all play, and it's just funny to hear them, hear them run around with you guys. We've had some of my greatest laughs in life have been playing with those donkeys. Zachy, Josh, Jake, and Evan. Like, oh my gosh, some of the hardest laughs that I've ever had are with those guys. Well, you guys all went to school together, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah. And you guys have that core group of friends that, it's, it is what it is, man. I
didn't meet Evan and Josh until after high school.
Oh, it was after. So who did you meet him through?
I met him through Zach. So Jake was my first ever friend in high school. Because I went to a different high school first semester. So second semester I went to Willow.
Okay.
And Jake was my first ever friend, and then I met Zach through Jacob. And obviously we grew that bond, and then after high school is when I met Josh and Ev. Okay. Obviously I knew Ev and Evan and Zach were really close throughout high school and elementary, I think, and stuff.
I mean, butt buddies.
Yeah. There still are. There's just no denying it. They are still inseparable. But even in the short time that I've known those two, man, I feel like I've known them a lifetime, just like with talking with them And I was telling you before, like, they were playing video games with my brother a couple nights ago, and I was just like, dude, like, I have the coolest fucking friends, man. Like, for them to like take time out of their night to play with my brother and make him feel like kind of a part of our group a little bit, you know, it was cool, man.
And how did he take it?
He texts Zach like just random shit, you know, like that's
cool.
just a relationship that we've kind of built throughout the years with that family, you know, and our dads work together too, which is kind of funny. Oh man!
But I'm glad you guys have a good relationship. All you.
Yeah, those are my boys.
They're my boys, Lou.
They're my boys.
That's copywritten. I'm sorry. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. So how you liking this tattoo as it's coming along?
Dude, I don't want to jinx it.
No.
This is light work compared to the other shit that you've done to me. To be honest with you.
True. We've had some very interesting stab sessions.
Oh, fuck's sakes. Yeah.
What was the most sensitive one?
Well,
that was in your defense, we had this one where he was just struggle bus from the get.
Oh, the day that I was up at 2 in the morning.
You were tired and just
I was
irritable and like, fuck this, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But we pounded out, what, 2 hours or something like that?
Yeah, it was
something probably the worst.
Yeah, I didn't have a great time, I'll be honest. But definitely in my armpit.
Yeah, the armpit.
The armpit sucked for sure, but everything else has been actually really smooth.
Good.
So,
well, the forearm isn't too bad. Only when you get towards the ditch.
Oh, and my leg too, like certain spots because it was so thick. But yeah, the leg was a little tough.
That was a cool tattoo, though.
Yeah,
that was the recent one. We did this one prior to this tattoo. We did one on his thigh, which what do you tell him? It was.
I'm very fortunate to have young grandparents and grandparents that have been very just influential in my life.
Yeah.
So I when I was young, my biological father kind of dipped out. So my mom had me when she was 19. So she kind of raised me up until I was 5, and then obviously my I don't even like using.
No,
I don't like calling him my stepdad.
You don't
my
have
dad.
To. You don't have to.
My dad kind of helped my mom and kind of, showed me the way a little bit and things like that. But during that time where it was just my mom and me, like my grandparents were just so huge, man. Like just did anything for me, and my granddad, specifically, like was very invested in hockey, obviously because he had 2 sons that played, and was just very invested in hockey for me, and I honestly wouldn't have been able to do what I did without him.
Nice.
And my grandma, who has stage 4 breast cancer, or did at least, she got diagnosed December of 2017, I think, and has kind of been battling ever since, and is doing great now, but she is my favorite person in the entire world, man.
Yeah.
I love her to death, but
that's why we have the pink background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
So.
But yeah, my granddad got a tattoo. He hand drew it himself. It's basically their first initials and then the first initial of their last name kind of morphed into one, I guess would be a good way to put it. And I for a long time was kind of struggling to figure out what I could get for them to kind of represent them, because I have my family, like my mom, dad, and brother, on my chest. So I, reached out, obviously got in touch with my granddad, and he was very open and willing to kind of let me get that same piece. And
what did he do when you saw it? What'd they do?
My grandmother broke down and was very emotional and thankful and things like that. My granddad, had a few tears and things like that. I think everyone did. Like it was just it's such an honor, man. Like to be able to. That's what I love about tattoos, man. Is like you can represent so much more than just like I think the ultimate compliment for anyone is to be able to to have your name or something that represents you on someone forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's such an honor, dude, and that's the least I could do for them for all that they've done for me.
Yeah.
So, very cool. Hurt really bad. Kind of fucking sucked, to be honest.
I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't feeling shit.
But it was good, man. It was worth it for sure.
I feel as though that camera moved just a little bit, but whatever. I don't care. I think we're okay, right? How's it look?
I think we look fucking hot, dude.
All right. That's cool. Cue that Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs section. You know which one I'm talking about. Maybe I'll have my editor do that. It'll be funny. So, how do you take care of your tattoos, buddy?
Love and lotion. I feel like if I spend all this money on tattoos, the least I could do is put a little effort into throwing some fucking lotion on and giving it a little bit of love in the shower.
Yeah. I mean, in the shower, out of the shower.
Here's the key though, it's the Dial soap.
Yes.
The Dial soap is a game changer.
Yes. The regular Dial antibacterial yellow $2.99.
It's not rocket science, people.
No. It's actually, but
we're making this guy's job so hard. But keep coming.
Love and lotion.
Love and lotion.
Love and lotion. That's
some of the Zells that you've at least shared with me are hilarious.
Yep.
Incredible.
And I love that because, you know, whoever's looking at my Zell, whoever's going to be auditing or whatever, I swear they're going to think I'm a sex worker or something, because the Zells that I get are awesome, and the people, the stuff that they write is just, I think we should make a book about it, you know?
I just am picturing that phone call in my head. Hi, is this Matt Valdez? Yeah. Yeah, I have a few Zell sends here. Can I just go through them with you? And you're just like, fuck yeah, dude.
Let's knock yourself out.
Yeah. You just go, can you please just say the full thing though? Don't just say it all.
I think
say it how it is.
Prior to that happening, where they have to read it to me, I'm gonna fire up the cameras and I'm gonna bring you guys along with this whole process. I'm gonna fire it up and I'm gonna be like, okay, the reading of the Zell reasons, because that
you could probably do a whole podcast.
I probably could do a whole
with
podcast.
Some of the shit that is flowing around your Zell.
I think I want to do the podcast, but I want to have like the people that wrote it, there, you know, and I don't know how I would make that work, but like some of the top 10 or 20 or whatever the case, and have those people here. And say, why don't you go ahead and read this for me?
Yeah. Was this you who sent the Zell request? No. But yeah, love and lotion, man.
Love and lotion.
It's the easiest formula in the book. So
I'm pretty sure that's going to be a subsidiary of Beyond the Ink.
Love and lotion.
Love and lotion. I think that should be a aftercare product or something.
I mean, we could fucking doctor something up.
We can market the hell out of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean. I'll have Zach make us t-shirts.
Swinny, swin, swin. Yeah.
Swinny Shirt LLC.
Swinny Shirts LLC. That's right. I need to have him on, but I think he's shy. I don't think he'll. I don't know. We'll see. I should have the whole group on. You guys are just a bunch of cool kids. And I think I've tattooed all you guys.
I think. Well,
except for Jake.
Yeah, Jacob's a.
What's up, Jake? How come you're not coming in to, get a little work done? Yeah. Are you afraid of the needle? No.
He might be.
Nah, he's a good kid.
No, he's the man. I love Jakey boy. Yeah, man. I've never had an issue with tattoos before ever. But I think I've watched what's that fucking show? Ink Master.
Oh yeah. Huh?
And I've shit my pants seeing some of those fucking tattoos, and I'm like, dude, you know what? Like, one, I'm gonna find a fucking decent artist, and then two, I'm gonna actually take care of my shit, you know?
Well, I mean, it's a commitment, dude.
Yeah.
Commitment in time, money, effort, everything, you know? And you gotta sit here, you gotta let me stab you for a few hours at a time, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You're paying me, so that's gotta be, it's an investment in time, money, effort, And yeah, you don't want to go to somebody who's going to be like, one, not saying a damn thing to you while you're here. I don't know, dude. I think I'm kind of an anomaly, if you will, because I enjoy doing stuff like it. I enjoy talking, you know, and some might say, again, I've said this on other episodes, I don't shut the fuck up. Whatever, it happens. But that's how I make friends, and that's how I make, you know, I market myself, and
you just love dishing out pain. That's why you just keep us up so you can just fuck it.
That's right.
Look me right in my eyes.
Yeah, look you right in the eyes saying, you're good. This is going to be fine.
Fuck me to tears.
Yeah, fuck me to tears. Oh, that's a great story. You got to share. Let's share that. Pearls of wisdom.
It all stems from social media. No, there was a kid that they were golfing, and he was fucking around on the tee box, and his dad I don't know what his dad was doing. He was probably fucking, you know, hammered or whatever.
Probably a little bit.
But walks up to the tee box, and his kid goes up for a practice swing and drills him in the ankle. And the dad just goes, oh, fuck me to tears. So Matt was doing what he does, just dishing out the pain a little bit, and I just naturally kind of I opened my mouth, and those were the words that fell out, you know?
Yeah.
And ever since, it's kind of just fucking stuck, man.
So funny.
Fuck me to tears.
Fuck me to tears. Like, because then you get not the visual of, you know, but you get the visual of, like,
don't let your mind get rolling, you dirty animals.
You filthy animal. Filthy people. But, no, I think it's funny. Well, cool, dude. I'm enjoying this. I actually, not that I do. I love the fact that I get to create and have fun and talk about it now. And but
you know what? I was talking with someone because I was telling them I was doing this, and first of all, I have so many people that fucking wanted, like, they're like, dude, please give me his contact information, please. And part of me, I'm like, fuck you, dude. You're gonna take my fucking availability now, you assholes.
Right.
But no, I shared their Instagram, but I was telling them, like, yeah, like, go and get a tattoo and do a podcast. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant, dude. Like, you sit there and you chop it up, and you just, it's raw, but like, I don't know, like, some of these podcasts suck.
You know,
and I mean that with all due respect. So I'm sure people work hard on them, but geez.
True, and it is. It's a pain. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, and especially when you're doing it on your own. Like luckily, I've had some pretty cool people to, you know, help me along the way. But for the most part, I mean, this is it.
Well, dude, but this is just
2 turntables and a microphone. I'm just kidding, 2 cameras. That's it, dude. Like,
no, this is just brilliant, dude. But and I told you this before. Like, I've never done a podcast before, but like, I just would want it to be like our regular conversations. You know what I'm saying, dude?
True.
Like, some of the conversations we have, people would look at us like, "Are you guys fucking insane?"
You guys are freaks, man.
Yeah, but no, it's hilarious, and they're like, dude, like, how do I get in with him? And I'm like, good luck.
No, I'm not that
he's
in demand at all. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy what I do. I like new projects and, you know, different things going on. I will talk your fucking ear off, so that's a given. But try to make it fun.
There's nothing worse than a boring anything in life, man. Jeez.
Yeah. Just anything you go through.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I think they should be entertaining. But yeah, I digress. What are your goals, dude? What do you got goals for? I mean, we're already almost in December.
Yeah.
What are your goals, man? What are you looking to do in 2024?
2024.
How cool is that you're gonna be 24 in 2024? Like you're.
Well, I'm a 2000 birth year, so
yeah, that's pretty.
Each year I'll be 20. Like, I can't forget my fucking age.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually.
No, man, I just want to have a successful year, healthy. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, and everyone kind of fights their own battles and things like that. I fight a different battle, maybe a little bit more than most. So, just kind of continuing my I guess, process in you know, getting healthier in my mental state and things like that.
Okay.
You know, but just have a good year, man.
That's good, man.
Take it a day at a time.
I'll be here to help you with whatever you need, man. Seriously. Just come in, talk. Don't even have to get tattooed or be under the needle when you're doing it. Just come in and you need to just get it off your chest and get it off your chest, man. No big deal.
Such a bad stigma, man. Like, it's just like people think that like it's such like a, I don't know what the word is, but
like a weakness.
Yeah,
very weak. No, dude, it takes a stronger
like,
person to do that.
Yeah,
and figure out what's really going on, so you don't hurt the ones you love.
Yeah,
you know, that's the thing.
That's just it, though, man. The people that I love, people that are in my circle, man. Like yeah, dude. Like a lot of what I do is for them, you know, and
yeah,
I think that keeps me kind of in line a little bit because I don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah,
you know, so it's good. I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate. But yeah, what are your goals? What are your goals for 2024?
2024. So it's funny that you say that because as a ring announcer, it's something that I want to get better at doing, you know, or just become a better. I want to be more animated. I've said that before, but I don't want to be gimmicky. I don't want to be like, you know, I just want to be someone that people look and go, oh my god, that guy's cool, I like that guy.
Who's like one guy that you look at, whether it's fighting or even just sports in general, that you look at and you're kind of like, I want to be, like, I kind of want to embody that guy?
So it's funny you say that because I love Bruce Buffer for what he does,
of course,
you know, and I mean, but I love Michael Buffer for what he does.
Yeah.
You know, and Bruce became the highest paid ring announcer in history.
Dude, he makes like $100,000 an event.
Dude, it's
right?
Insane. But I'm not mad at him. I think it's awesome. But for me, in my competitiveness, I'm like, well, I want to do that too, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll work for it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so that was one of my goals within the next 3 to 5 years, and you can mark this down in your calendars.
Mm-hmm.
Within the next 3 to 5 years, I want to make my first $1 million as a ring announcer. Okay?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, within the next year, I want to buy my truck.
Yeah.
I know it sounds funny. These are all like little things, but I've reached a certain point in my
I'll
life.
add that to my list of goals too.
Yeah. And so I know what I want. I want a Toyota Tundra TRD Turd Pro, you know, and so I'm just like, I'm going to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And then within 2 to 3 years, I want to get into a house, a single story, about 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, with a pool and 2-car garage, maybe 3-car, who knows.
Lay out a speedo every morning for the neighbors.
Yes, sir. And just
front yard.
Yeah,
probably.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind
Might as
having
well.
a front little front yard that I can have fun in, and yeah. So these are goals that I want, and then I know people are like, oh, this is all materialistic. It's really not when I look at it, because growing up I didn't have a lot of stuff. You know, I mean, there was a lot of things that we didn't have. You know, so I want to be able to achieve that and do it my way.
I don't know when materialistic things though became like so frowned upon.
Yeah.
Like I look at like McGregor as someone obviously that I feel like everyone knows that's in MMA. But like he came up from nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, like the Irish government, everyone knows that. I mean, anyone that follows that sport, knows sports, follows that. Like the Irish government were coming after him, and he was making welfare and all these things.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's like one of the richest athletes in the world.
Seriously.
You know?
And I don't mind. You know, I mean, he's a hard worker, obviously getting punched in the face and things like that. I respect it. I respect it a lot. Just like how you're saying, you know, I respect Bruce Buffer. I respect Michael Buffer. I think they're two of the, you know, Michael Buffer was, let's get ready to rumble, you know, and he was doing the whole thing, and Bruce was like, hey, you're my brother, but I could also be your manager, let me help you, you know, whatever, and then they linked up and became this dominating force. Now, granted, I don't have a cool catchphrase yet, I don't,
It's in the works.
I think it's in the works.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might be. Let's get ready for Love and Lotion. No, but
coming soon.
if you guys have any kind of a cool, idea or something, throw it down below.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comment section. Tell me.
Be creative.
Yeah,
fuck around.
be creative. Be like some of my Zell people.
Yeah.
Dude,
I heard a rare Bruce Buffer fuck up last night, and
I heard it too.
The
in the red blue corner.
Yes,
oh,
dude.
And I've
Crazy.
And I've heard him make little mistakes before, but in my last fight, Samurai Soul 7, I changed up a couple things like last minute, and I had marbles in the mouth. I was like, and it took me a minute to get on it, but I was like really kicking my ass. And then watching the fights last night, and Bruce Buffer goes, fighting out of the red blue corner.
No.
I went, oh no, I'm human.
I had this moment. I was just like, no fucking way.
Yeah, everybody, but that was a very cool, pivotal moment for my brain.
Yeah.
Because I was like, listen, this guy's getting paid a grip, and he's doing a phenomenal job. He does an amazing job.
Yeah.
But
it's okay to fuck up.
But it's okay to fuck up.
Yeah.
And I've read the card wrong, or read something, and I'm like, dude, but then I just go back and I just work on it, whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be fun. Those are my goals, dude. Those are what I want to do.
How much time do you have to practice? Like in between, I guess, what?
Like, how soon do I get the
you get the fighters' information and things like that. Yeah. Like, how often or how much time do you have to practice all that shit before it's like showtime? And you have note cards too, so it's a little bit easier.
I have note cards, but I write out all my notes and I do everything myself because I'm that meticulous, and I'm a freak when it comes to doing stuff like that. Like I have to be. There's a method to my madness. OCD is like.
It kicks in.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the best job I can for those people because I'm a representative of Samurai Soul and of my coach Fabiano Aoki. That dude he's a 2-time world champion, WBC world champion, heavyweight.
Really?
Yes. If you ever look him up on YouTube, look him up. That's my coach. He's bad. Awesome. But the nicest guy in the world. Greatest guy in the world. So anyway. But yeah, that's what I want to do, my friend. That's my goals, and I'm sticking to it. Manifest destiny. I'll make it happen.
Yep. If you put it out in the universe, it'll come back one way or the other.
Yep. And the key is you gotta believe it, dude.
Oh,
you gotta say it every morning, you gotta see it, you gotta write it down, put it in your wallet, it's one of those things, man. And my coach is living proof of that, so I agree. But dude, thank you for sitting in with me and allowing me to tell your story. And if you're still with us, please, by all means, leave a comment down below. Feel free to look at past episodes. I took a small hiatus, but I know we're back. And share, follow, smash the subscribe button down below. And if you have a good story, or if you want to be on Beyond the Ink, get tattooed, we talk, do some cool stuff, maybe help me get a nice catchphrase going, leave a comment down below.
Leave the comment down below. Peace.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
You guys take care. Love one another. Love each other. Love yourself, especially on Wednesdays.